Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like Dominican culture, learning how to cook some Dominican food, learning how to do Spanish, and see a little fashion, you're in the right place. So welcome. And if you would like to support my channel, go ahead and join my Patreon page. And if you want to know more about Dominican culture, go ahead and download my free ebook, Another Day in Paradise, The Beginner's Guide to Dominican Republic at norberis.com. And on today's video, I have an update. A second video on our agriculture business. So let's get started. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing the preparation of the land. I'm going to be showing you clips. I'm going to explain to you all what they're doing on this process and the whole cost of the preparation of the land. Also, we're going to be discussing the prices of the plantain roots. And all this process is based on 50 tareas. I know in my first video, I said that we're going to be working on 100 tareas, but I'm going to be explaining to you why we decide to start on 50 tareas first. So let's get started with the preparation of the land from beginning to end. So the first thing that we have to do was to hire some laborers to remove all the rocks, thick weeds, or vegetation that may become entangled in the tiller machine. For those that don't know, the tiller machines is the one they break out the dirt and the little rocks to prepare the land for planting. And we have another piece of equipment that make the groove and another tractor that make the ditch. So in this process of preparation of the land, we paid, or they usually charge per tareas. And we're gonna do this calculation based on 50 tareas, which is what we're working right now, on 50 tareas. On this clip right here, you are able to see the tiller machine. This is the one that are breaking up the rocks and the dirt to prepare the land for planting. And they charge for this process 240 pesos per 50 tarea, which is 2,000 pesos, which it is 211 US. In this other process, on this clip that you see right here, they are making the groove of the land, and they charge the same amount for this process, which is 240 pesos. For 50 tareas, 12,000 pesos, which is 211 US. And for this last process, they are doing the ditches, which is when the plantain roots we're gonna be planting. And for this process, they charge 210 pesos. For 50 tareas, is 10,500 pesos, which is 184 US. And in this other clip, for the ditches, you are able to see that a person is on top of the equipment to make the ditches a little deeper. And that is something that is very funny. That is just something that probably you are able to see in countries like Dominican Republic and some other third world country. I'm sure that you don't see that in places like here in the United States, but I'm not so sure. So these are the prices for this process of the preparation of the land. On this part of the preparation of the land, we paid 606 US just to pay those equipment to prepare the land. So now let's talk about the production schedule. On my first video, I said that we was gonna start preparing the land for production at the end of September to start planting at the beginning of October. And the reason why we was waiting for the beginning of October is because in Dominican Republic, we have something that we call Veda, which is something that they have different schedule during the year for certain vegetable plant schedule, because certain vegetable bring some insect the damage of the vegetables. For that reason, they have certain month for certain vegetable, being one of them peppers. And that was the reason that we was waiting for the beginning of October, because pepper have a schedule to you can start planting on the 1st of October. But that is if you doing your production in an open field. If you are doing your peppers or any other vegetable that are included on these scheduled times during the year, if you are doing that in a greenhouse or in a controlled area, you are able to plant any of these vegetables any time of the year. It's just if you are doing an open field, you have a schedule that you need to follow, because if you don't, they will come. If they find out what you're doing, if you are not in the schedule to plant during that time, they will come out to you if they will burn the whole production. that is something that you need to be very careful with if you are doing it in the wrong time. So at first, we thought that we could have started doing it in a greenhouse. So we can plant the seed in a greenhouse and then wait for the beginning of October, replanting on the open field. But after we found out the price, we found out that it was gonna be too expensive. It was gonna be 0.90 cent of a peso for each plant, which is gonna come out to be over 1,000 pesos just to plant the peppers, just to start before time, let's say before the beginning of October. So we figured out it was gonna be too expensive, so we decided just to do it in the open field and start for the beginning of October. Having said that, I'm waiting for those 50 tareas to start doing the peppers. We decided to start the other 50 tareas with just plantain. So that's what we're doing. These first 50 tareas, we just plantain first. And then we was gonna wait for the beginning of October to do the next 50 tareas with plantain and peppers. So in these 50 tareas, we were gonna be planting just plantain. Yes, I give you just the price or how much it costs for us to prepare the first 50 tareas. Now I'm going to give you how much we are paying for each plantain roots. And the price that we are paying, including labor, of each roots is 5 pesos for roots. And in these first 50 tareas, we were able to plant 11,500 roots, which it came out to be 57,500 pesos, which is 1,009 US. So this is the expenses that we have incurred in these 50 tareas, on these first 50 tareas, which was 605 for the preparation of the land and 1,009 for the plantain roots, which is come out to be 1,615 US. We are also incurring of some other expenses, but minor expenses like transportation to get the plantain roots from another farm to our farm, which would be 6 trips, and each trip that they make is 1,000 pesos, and that can change this depending on how far they have to go to transport this. So the transportation will be something that can varies depending on how far they have to go, and they can charge you for it. We also pay some laborers to kind of clean up the land and fix where the water is going to be passing through, and also to clean off some big rocks and things like that. And that was 600 pesos per day per person plus lunch. So those are some minor expenses, and that came out to be about 300 US. So the total for these first 50 tareas, it came out to be 1,915 US. So on my next video, I will be sharing with you the second expenses or the next expenses that will be incurring for the next 50 tareas, which is going to include, again, preparation of the next 50 tareas, how many roots we need, plantain roots for the next 50 tareas, and also the planting of the peppers. So on our next video, I'm going to be sharing this information with you. And also, let me share with you some of these pictures of some of our plantain roots that are already growing. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Alright guys, that is all what I have today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below or send me an email. And on my next video, I'm going to be sharing with you how much we have to spend or what we need to do for the next 50 tareas. And I know some people have emailed me or put a comment down below asking about the rocks that you saw on the row line. But let me put it this way. I know that is a concern for some people, and that's a legitimate concern. But for the type of production that we are doing, that is not a problem. That land is perfect for what we're doing. When we do the cleaning, we're gonna be able to take out some of those rugs, but even if it's still some rugs left over, that won't be a problem for the type of production that we are doing. So that is all what I have today. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.